Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to a Monday Motivation here with Countess Brown of Countess Wellness, your holistic wellness therapist and coach. Coming at you with a little bit of a later Monday motivation, but that's okay. Use this as a midday break to tune in. I named today's Monday motivation as Peace is Active and not passive. And this was inspired by my pastor Teresa at NDAC, who was talking about us being peacemakers here, especially while there's a lot going on in our society, in our communities. And being a peacemaker does not mean that you're just being quiet. It does not mean that you are just, withdrawing. It actually means that you are proactively and intentionally engaging in a way that produces peace amongst the chaos. I had linked my friend's food train here, Deandra Williams, as she is recovering from surgery. And what way to tie it all in together, right? Community means coming together and also doing what we can in the midst of this chaos. I understand that we have different things going on, like the SNAP benefits, like that's just crazy, right? And a lot of people, there's so many different, disparaging remarks and comments about those that receive SNAP. Listen, I've received SNAP before. Shoot, everybody needs the help, especially if cost is rising, but the pay isn't. I digress. And I'm like, if we're going to be the peacemakers, we have to be active in doing this. So I'm going to invite you to be a peacemaker in the midst of my friend's chaos, if you will, as she is recovering from her surgery. She has about a week left in her rehab recovery journey, and I think it would be really great if we can lend a helping hand in this way. What other ways can we be peacemakers? One is not dropping seeds of chaos when we're talking to people. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you go to different places, there is usually the person who's always gossiping, always giving the tea, right? Or sometimes it could be a simple conversation and it could be something that's not as fruitful or productive of a conversation. And you may find yourself gravitating towards it, right? And rather than pushing the envelope and giving a difference of opinion that can help bring clarity, that can help to bring peace to the situation, we may go along with it and start complaining along with it, right? Or whatever they're presenting in the conversation. Sometimes being a peacemaker does mean that we would have to go against the status quo. And how do we do that? Bringing attention to where it matters the most. It's so easy to critique. It is always so easy to point out things. Yeah, okay. What are we going to do about it? What's within our control? So being a peacemaker, bringing clarity to kind of conversations and ways that we can make sure that we could bring peace to a situation rather than exacerbating the conditions that cause the chaos, that cause the hurt, that cause the pain, that causes the separation. More than ever now, our country is divided. More than ever now, we see things that could be very demeaning, very hurtful. I mean, if you go to any of these news channel, broadcast channels, posts, and look in the comments, it really, really makes you just really frustrated. I know I get mad, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to be, because I know. Listen, BC, before Christ Countess, okay, BCC, before Christ Countess will knock if you buck real quick, and I will be going back and forth in the comments, but no, I'm not here to participate in the chaos. I'm here to actively participate in the peace. So what does that look like? Okay, maybe I could go and be a volunteer at some place so I can be a part of the solution. and not a part of the agitation, which is something my pastor talked about. We want to be peacemakers, not agitators. The only time I like to use agitation is with the pearls and life circumstances. A lot of people have heard me say that. But in this case, we are called to be the peacemakers. We are called to be the ones that bring the clarity. We are the ones to bring different perspectives in different spaces. If you're at work, you're in a board meeting, and stuff is microaggressions are going around, right? All these different things that can cause harm, not only to you, if you are the recipient of microaggressions, but others that are in the room as well, right? I mentioned this in the RISE conference last week, that sometimes in these circumstances, we need allies that are going to speak on our behalf and bring the peace, bring the cohesiveness, and be like, hey, this is not cool, this is not right, this will not be tolerated, right? We want to make sure that we can bring a wholeness to the spaces that we occupy and that we influence, and not further exacerbating the known issues. We can sit here and we can definitely have our feelings, because that's what we're meant to be as human beings, is to feel. But it's what we do next with the feelings, the behaviors that follow that would either lead to change or would lead to further chaos. Which one are you going to choose to be today? Are you going to be a peacemaker, or are you going to be an agitator? All right. So, once again, to be a peacemaker, I'm going to present to you to join forces in supporting my friend Deandra Williams in her food train as she is recovering from her surgery over the next week. And also, if you want, you could get her book. It's probably showing up backwards, but Matters of Healing by Deandra Williams. It's her different journey of going through healing, as well as ways that she personally was able to help herself recuperate. Her journey of chronic illness, her journey of hurt and pain. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. So I think, in addition to supporting her food train, please buy her book. It's a beautiful testimony of the beautiful soul that she is. She keeps on thriving, okay? And she keeps on showing what healing looks like. And ironically, my pastor likes to bring this up as well when it comes to peace, that in some medical terminologies that's used, peace is usually used for a bone that was previously broken and is healed in a much stronger condition, and is considered to be at peace. Imagine that. The broken pieces can come together to heal and be stronger. Imagine if we as a community could come together and bond together even stronger, so that way we could bring about the peace and the healing. I think my connection is slow here. I don't know why. Yeah, I see it on my laptop too. So I'm going to end it here. But thank you once again for tuning in. If you feel like this is something that would be beneficial to somebody, or people that would like to support my great, beautiful soul sister, Queen Deandra Williams, and becoming a peacemaker in this way, please spread the word to your friends, your colleagues, and your network. And with that, I'm going to get myself ready for my last couple of sessions. Enjoy the day. Bye-bye.